Well, that wasn't such a chore now, was it? Hello, everyone. So since my last report was about remakes, I decided that would be a good idea to watch one of the films I mentioned in that entry, and the only one that I seemed to be slightly interested in watching was Ghostbusters. Or Ghostbusters Answer the Call. A remake from last year, this stirred up a load of interest, slightly due to the main cast being female, but also primarily due to those who had seen the trailer and were left unimpressed. Yours truly included. The film, much like the original source, follows a team of scientists, portrayed this time by Melissa McCarthy, Kristen Wiig, and Kate McKinnon, who, after being kicked out of the colleges they work at for researching ghosts, decide to go into business for themselves by hunting, catching, and continuing their research on ghosts. Later on, they're joined by an MTA staffer, portrayed by Leslie Jones, who witnesses a ghost in the subway. Okay, since this is a remake, I'll have to ask the burning question: how does this film improve from the original? I'd say it's in the mystery aspect. You see, there's this guy, Rowan, portrayed by Neil Casey, who is placing devices all over New York City that summons ghosts, and the team sets out to find out why. And throughout the film, they're investigating, finding hints, and picking up clues, and actually investing themselves in the mystery. And to be honest, it's kind of enjoyable to watch them get involved in the mystery. Now, granted, the original Ghostbusters did this as well, but not to the same extent. They didn't do much investigating. In fact, the only scene I can think of in which actual investigating occurs is the one where Bill Murray's Peter Venkman goes to Sigourney Weaver's Dana Parrott's apartment to check out the disturbance, but is primarily goofing off and operating a device he doesn't entirely know how to use. So yeah, that was an improvement. So what were my gripes about this remake? There's quite a few. The first problem I have is with this retelling of the business itself. It really doesn't feel like a business as it does in the original. You see, in the original film, there's the spirit of the heroes as entrepreneurs, with the Ghostbusters negotiating a fee with their clients. This film, you don't get that as much. I can't recall a single moment when they're actually billing anyone for the services they're providing. They seem mostly in it for research purposes, but with absolutely no explanation as to where the funding for said research is coming from. I mean, we know they're not getting it from the colleges since they got the boot, so where's all that money coming from? Second complaint, Chris Hemsworth as the receptionist, Kevin Beckman. I have to admit, I had a slight issue of this before going into the movie. Namely, it had to do with the attractiveness of Hemsworth. In the context of the movie, he's supposed to be the Janine Melnitz character, portrayed originally by Annie Potts. Now, Potts in the original movie is attractive, but unlike Hemsworth, it's not in the traditional sense. She's nerdy, gawky, rather socially awkward, but outright, yet subtly, flirtatious towards the men she's drawn to. Hemsworth, on the other hand? Oh, he's just all kinds of gorgeous. That's not my only complaint I have about the Hemsworth character, though. My second complaint about him is that Kevin Beckman is annoying. Completely obnoxious, stupid, annoying. He is the Jar Jar Binks of Ghostbusters. I know it's meant to be humorous and it's supposed to be played for laughs, but every time he's in the scene, I just want to strangle him. And honestly, going back to Janine Melnitz, Melnitz may have been a lot of things, but a complete airhead she was not. Third complaint, and this is going to be rather silly, but I did not like the Ghost Chipper. Now, I did like all the other new tools, but this one's kind of mean-spirited. The thing is designed to catch a ghost and completely destroy it, much like a wood chipper destroys a block of wood, or human corpses if you're watching the movie Fargo. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I thought the original idea was to incarcerate a ghost, not wipe it out of existence. Stupid ghost-hunting female fascists. Ghosts have rights too, you know. Hashtag that. Ghost rights! Now, the film as a whole, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I mean, all complaints aside, it did have its charm, some awesome action sequences, and it did make me laugh. And really, that's what I want from a Ghostbusters movie. I want some action, a nice bunch of heroes to root for, and I also want to laugh. I felt I got that, for the most part. However, would I recommend it? Well, when compared to the original, no. The original is what I grew up with, folks, and it's therefore what I'm going to love. It's a classic, and like I said before, it still holds up. However, I'm not going to discourage the viewing of this film. Give it a go if you want and decide for yourself what you think. As for myself, I can take or leave it. It could have been a lot worse. Unfortunately, it could have also been a lot better. Now, let's discuss the one elephant in the room aspect, the all-female casting. Was it gimmicky? I felt it kind of was, but I certainly didn't mind them wanting to do it. Besides, I feel it's their movie. They can do with it whatever they want. And I understand and appreciate the feminism thought process behind it. However, one suggestion that comes to mind, if you really want to go feminist with it, actually go feminist with it. A lot of people seem to believe that feminism means girl power. That, however, is not the case. The exact definition of feminism is the philosophical belief in the equal treatment of both women and men. The one downfall to this reboot, I believe, is that they were still being sexist by casting an all-female lead. That being said, if you're going to make a team based on feminist ideals, make the team co-ed. 2 females, 2 males, all brilliant in their own way, and form a team based on that. And just another personal suggestion, no romance, or even a hint of romance within the team. Friend zone them. Make them all on friendly terms with each other, and introduce a love interest through one of the clients, like in the original film. Specifically, the main client they're trying to help. Oh, and one more thing, get rid of the ghost chipper. I don't want to see that ghost slaughtering appliance ever again. I'm Mike, and this has been a Penguins Rock production.